What are the environmental impacts of cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies that rely on proof-of-work technology, basically Bitcoin and Ethereum, have been criticized for the amount of electricity consumed by mining. This has led to more interest in cryptocurrencies that use proof-of-stake. But by the past few months here, it has made a very big change in the digital market, and it also made an impact on the environment. Hey everyone, welcome back to Billionaire Crypto Investor. How are you all doing? I hope you're all good. Today, we'll discuss the environmental impacts of cryptocurrencies. Are they harming our nature, or are they safe? Are you guys excited for this one? Without any delay, let's dive into the video. And please make sure you hit that bell icon and subscribe to the channel so you get every single update about our channel. In 2022, the Cambridge Center of Alternative Finance estimated that Bitcoin consumes 131 TWh annually, representing 0.29% of the world's energy production and 0.59% of the world's electricity production, which ranks Bitcoin mining between Ukraine and Egypt in terms of electricity consumption. George Kamiya says that predictions about Bitcoin consuming the entire world's electricity are astonishing, but that the area requires careful monitoring and accurate analysis. One study was done by Michael Novogratz's Galaxy Digital, that a cryptocurrency investment firm claiming that Bitcoin mining used less energy than the traditional banking system. Let's talk about the source of energy. According to the CCAF, until 2021, much of Bitcoin mining was done in China. Chinese miners used to rely on cheap coal power in Xinjiang in late winter, autumn, and spring, and then migrate to regions with overcapacities and low-cost hydropower like Sichuan between May and October. In June 2021, China banned Bitcoin mining, and Chinese miners migrated to other countries. The global hash rate by December 2021 had mostly recovered to a level before China's crackdown, with increased shares of the total mining power coming from Kazakhstan at 18.1%, the US at 35.4%, and Russia at 11%. As of September 2021, in accordance with the New York Times, Bitcoin's use of renewables extended from 40% to 75%. According to the Bitcoin Mining Council, and based on a survey of 32% of the global network, 56% of Bitcoin mining came from renewable resources in Q2 of 2021. Experts and government authorities have suggested that the use of sustainable energy by the cryptocurrency mining sector may limit the availability of such clean energy for ordinary uses by the general population. While the largest proof-of-work blockchains such as Bitcoin and Ethereum consume energy on the scale of a medium-sized country's demand from proof-of-stake blockchains is on a scale equivalent to a housing estate. Various sources have cited 2021 figures estimated by TRG data centers in Texas of energy use in kilowatt hours per transaction, IOTA, 0.00011, XRP at 0.0079, CHIA at 0.023, Dogecoin at 0.12, Cardano at 0.5479, Litecoin at 18.522, Bitcoin Cash at 18.957, Ethereum at 62.56, and Bitcoin at 707. This has led to the recognition of eco-friendly cryptocurrencies Chia, IOTA, Cardano, Nano, Solarcoin, and BitGreen. Chia is based on a proof-of-space algorithm which uses a lot less power because it relies on storage devices, not computer processing power. The large number of hard disks needed produces considerable amounts of electronic waste. Researchers and academics have used various methods for estimating the energy use and energy efficiency of blockchains. The Germany-based Crypto Carbon Ratings Institute studied the 6 largest POS networks in May 2021. Its conclusions, in terms of annual consumption, were Polkadot at 70,237, Tezos at 113,249, Avalanche at 489,311, Algorand at 512,671, Cardano at 598,755, and Solana at 1,967,930. This equates to Polkadot consuming 7 times the electricity of an average Cardano, 57 homes, and Solana 200 times as much as that. The research concluded that POS networks consume 0.001% of the electricity of the Bitcoin network. The table below summarizes the TRG and CCRI results along with research from the University College London. These sources give a measure of energy efficiency in terms of energy use per agreement. Let's have a look at carbon emissions. Concerns about Bitcoin's environmental effect relate the network's energy consumption to carbon emissions. The difficulty of converting energy consumption into carbon emissions lies in the decentralized nature of Bitcoin, impeding the ability of researchers to identify miners geographically and so examine the electricity mix used. The results of studies on carbon footprint vary. A 2018 study published in Nature Climate Change claimed that Bitcoin could alone produce enough CO2 emissions to push warning above 2C in less than 3 decades. 3 later studies in Nature Climate Change dismissed this analysis on account of its poor methodology and false assumptions, with one study concluding the scenarios used by Mora et al. Are fundamentally flawed and should not be taken seriously by the public or policymakers. According to studies published in the American Chemical Society in 2019, Bitcoin's annual energy consumption results in annual carbon emissions ranging from 17 to 22.9 MT CO2, which is comparable to the level of emissions of countries such as Jordan and Sri Lanka. Other academic studies report a much wider range of carbon footprint estimates. According to a study published in Finance Research Letters in 2021, differences in underlying speculations and variation in the coverage of time periods and forecast horizons have led to Bitcoin's carbon footprint evaluation spanning from 1.2 to 5.2 MT CO2 to 130.50 MT CO2 per year. Researchers estimate that electronic waste produced by Bitcoin mining devices amounts to 30.7 metric kilotons annually as of May 2021. Due to the consistent increase of the Bitcoin network's hash rate, mining devices are estimated to have an average lifespan of 1.29 years until they become unprofitable and need to be replaced. Mining devices based on ASIC technology, the standard hardware for mining, are exclusive and cannot be repurposed for another use and hence become electronic waste once they become unprofitable. Some major cryptocurrencies are implementing technical measures to decrease the negative environmental impact. Bitcoin developers are working on the Lightning Network that would reduce the energy demand of the network by moving most transactions off the blockchain. Ethereum's planning a transition from proof of work to a proof of stake algorithm, and this could reduce the network's energy demand by 99%. The development of intermittent sustainable energy sources such as wind power and solar power is challenging because they cause instability in the electrical grid. Several papers concluded that these sustainable power stations could use the surplus energy to mine Bitcoin and thereby reduce curtailment, hedge electricity price risk, stabilize the grid, and increase the profitability of renewable energy infrastructure, and therefore accelerate the transition to sustainable energy and decrease Bitcoin's carbon footprint. Some hydroelectric plants are using the excess power to mine Bitcoin, and according to the owners of Mechanicville Hydroelectric Plant, there the mining saved the plant from dismantlement. Now let's have a look at the future impacts on the environment. Despite advancements in alternative sources for generating cryptocurrency proof of work, mining does not show any signs of slowing down. In January 2020, Bitcoin's monthly consumption was an estimated 6.07 terawatts an hour, which arose to 8.92 terawatts per hour in January of 2021. As of January 2022, usage was at 10.95 terawatts an hour. For proof of work mining there, the question becomes finding a renewable way to supply the electricity needed for the computing power that these miners use. This means moving mining operations out of the US and towards countries with more ways to produce green energy. When mining got banned in China, people moved all the way to the US, so it is concentrated, and we need to have Bitcoin mining going on in many places in the world. Cryptocurrency education is the most important aspect of sustainable cryptocurrencies. As Bitcoin is the most widely known coin, it's often where people get started. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it, and I hope it was proven to be very helpful for you. If you have any other suggestions related to the topic, let me know in the comments section. Thank you all for watching, and we hope you have a great day.